Okay. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Mike spot.
Ready. 95-56. Screen. Watch the screen. Cut.
Breeze now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
All 8 yards. It's second down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Breeze going to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. White now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Safety creep. Slam.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Crunch.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive lineman still, to this...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. Fourth down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to go deep for Conley. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
And the Saints, first down.
Ready. 5-9. Gives a 50. Check my 50. Here we go. Feeling pretty quiet.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ready, 5-8. Too low,
On 2nd and 11 now, Breeze. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Ready. Yellow lady. Let's go, Tyler. Let's go right here now.
Breeze now on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, easy. 12.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check nickel.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
I'm going to run you over. Check.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Your trip is here.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Round 80.
Mike's 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, here we go. Easy, opposite, opposite.
59, mark. Check, 59. Bandit. Check 59.
Come on.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. We're waiting.
Check, tight right.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Hey, kill.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check 6, General West. 56, 56.
Allen going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves out
here in your head?
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The corner Ronald Darby comes up to get him.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now a play fake. Breeze under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Coleman now. And an alley to run. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point safely through, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, easy. Be ready, be ready. Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Double dog. That's the way. Shoot. Kill.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. 5-9. Mike 50. Hey, easy. Put 11. Put that team on the clock. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, Mike's 7. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. 11.
On second down, it's Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Yellow waiting. I'm coming after you. Set. 5-9. Check.
On play action. Now Breeze. He's going to... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 67 yards.
Jalen Ramsey brought it down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from the 1. Allen taking it himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run with White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him. Yards as he's down at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Anoon with that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
You ready? Mike's 59. I smell fear now. I smell fear.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now is Breeze. Screen play, Johnson. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and now it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Oh, yeah! Ready.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Breeze on the crossing route, complete. That's Cobb. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
You ready? All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On 1st down, Breeze. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dante Fowler in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Sammy.
Here's Breeze to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tyus Bowser with a pick. The 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
That's the score. Bears 31, Saints 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Chicago, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss.